So I'm sure you've all heard of the controversy with Red Pill Black and the whole social autopsy site, where it's a doxing site essentially. And she's getting a lot of flack, a lot of shit from some people, some YouTubers, etc. Some that are on the right and the anti SJW community. And you know, I can fully believe that she had a red pill moment, whatever, and she awakened and she's not like this anymore, etc. Like, obviously, people change their opinions and their minds, but the reaction she's having to people questioning her and, like the shit she's saying on her Twitter is putting up a lot of red flags for me, right? First of all, she said that her site was just like a WordPress template site and was nothing more than that, which is a lie. And it was, even Tree of Logic went on the site, used a lot of the features, and showed that it was still really functional. So that is a bullshit lie, right? And then she later came out and she's like, "Oh, it was a splash page from early 2016 is now down. What has this experience taught me about conservatives?" So what is she implying there? That conservatives want to censor her or something? It's like no, it wasn't just a splash page, right? That is a lie again. You had a site that was still functional, that was able to dox people. So you're misrepresenting why people were angry about it. So this isn't spelling anything good for her. Like, if this is how she's handling this type of criticism, she should come out and say, yes, it was a doxing site. I still have it up because of this, and so reason. And the way she's acting right now is drawing a lot of red flags for me. And then she's also same conservative, she put in quotation, who came after me came after Joy Villa because we are the biggest threats to the leftist narrative, plain and simple. So you look at the language she's using, right? She's just pandering to conservatives and to Alex Jones viewers, saying that like there's a misinformation campaign against her from these and these people. Like they're all, a lot of these fans and viewers are already conspiratorial in nature, so they're gonna believe that shit more likely. And I'm not saying everything Alex Jones says is bad, but I'm just saying like that's just the fact of the matter. you know so she's pandering to that. That's why people really got to watch out for being taken advantage of, because it's really easy for a black person to say like all the right things, and the conservatives are just gonna lap it up and eat it up and be like, "Oh, here you go, you're here, you're," it's not hard, right? It's not hard for them, especially to infiltrate conservatives, because there's not a lot of black women, black people involved. So whenever there is one, they're like, "Oh my God, this is great," right? People say conservatives are racist, but you see, they're the ones who are most willing to accept people, right? And then when it's liberals, they're like, "No, you're not allowed in our group because you're the wrong race or the wrong color, or the wrong gender," right? They're the ones who typically have those barriers. But yeah, like just her responses. Then she had another one that brought up her race, right? She's like, a day after all this stuff is happening, or while it's going on, she's like, "We knew the journey for black conservatives would be uphill. Overwhelmed with the messages support I received today is so inspiring." So there's obviously a lot of people saying, "We got your back on this," blah, blah, blah. But look, she's bringing in her race. She's playing identity politics. All you people are just eating it up. You're just eating the whole thing up, right? And it's ridiculous. It's like, don't be surprised if she does completely do a 180. I'm not saying she will, because she does sound very sincere in her videos and stuff, and she's very believable, very articulate, very smart. And I think that she probably does believe in more conservative things. But, people, it's hard for people to change their ways. And you look at the tactics she's using right now to dismiss the people questioning her, it's fucking bullshit. And that should raise some red flags for you, and to maybe step back and be like, can I fully trust everything this girl is saying? And can I really believe her? Because, it is very easy, like I said before, for some black people or people of minorities to enter conservatism and then be shot up to the very top, right? It doesn't take a lot because, there's a lot of competition in the left wing field. There's tons of people are saying that shit, or, there's tons of people of color on the left. So they're not being necessarily propped up the same way if they're repeating their talking points, right? It's almost reverse. If there's a white dude in a left that's like, I hate my race, all white people are evil, blah, 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 and then they'll push that guy, right? But it's different for conservatives. But yeah, she's bringing in her race, and that's some SJW-ish shit, and I was arguing with one guy about it. She's like, no, he's just talking about the struggle of black conservatives face with other black people and stuff in the community. It's like, yeah, okay, sure. That's not what she was talking about. She made this comments, and she probably made it kind of broad, so then you would think that. But even then, it's like, why are you talking like a leftist? So obviously she still has some of those tendencies. And she has been lying about that site. She did say, it wasn't functional, all the shit, which is a lie. That's why she took it down now. And yeah, just the way she's like accusing these fake conservatives, where it's like, come on, you just became a conservative if you are, and you're accusing other people. Like, just the language she's using is very Laura Loomer-ish. I think she even brought up Laura Loomer. So I would watch out. And, I think Tria Logic does bring up a lot of good points. I'll put a link in the description. And she brings up a lot of valid, fears that she could possibly have. But at the same time, let's just say she is just lying and stuff to get money. At least she is kind of convincing some people, probably on the surface at least, to take conservative ideas and principle and stuff. Because I think once people do, even if they're pretending or they're just entertaining conservative ideas that they've never really heard before, they're more willing to now adopt those, right? Let's say she's pretending to be conservative, all this stuff. The more she repeats it, the more she's going to believe it. The conservative talking points, because they do make sense. So we'll see how this turns out. Like I said before, I don't like the way she's reacting to this, and it's putting up a lot of red flags for me. If she didn't react this way, and she came out and said, it was a doxing site to do this, and it was wrong, and blah, 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 but the way she's reacting is not good. So we'll see what comes of this, and let's hopefully she doesn't start up that social autopsy site, start doxing a lot of people who supported her to begin with. So I'm not saying just discredit her and everybody stop watching her, but be wary. Be wary. That's all I pretty much had to say. If you like my content, subscribe and have a great day.